Did you know Major League Baseball favorites coming off a win in which they used 7 or more pitchers are 698, 432? That's 62% for a return of 3.1%. And they've won these games by an average margin of 1.1 runs per game. Good morning. My name is Jeff Keim. I'm the president and CEO of Oscom Sports. This is Keim's Corner on Wager Talk TV. It is Friday, July 31st. Last day of July. We're getting closer and closer to the football season. It's coming up soon. So you want to join today, go check out my wagertalk.com handicapper page. I have a rare 4% WNBA perfect play. This game is backed by a 100% perfect 13-0 against the spread system. You don't want to miss it. It's live right now at wagertalk.com, Oscom Sports. Now, I have 3 promos that I want to tell you about today, 2 of which are expiring, I believe, today at the end of July. So today's the last day. 1, pitch to kickoff special. That's one of my favorites. Every release I have from today through the opening weekend of college football, normally that would be $5.98. It's on sale now for $2.99. That includes the opening weekend of college football. For those of you looking to maximize your return on investment for a 1-year all-access pass, that's your best bet. It's only $14.59 right now. That's discounted almost $500, over $500. You get every sport, every pick I have, all 5% releases for 1 year, 365 days, unconditional access, plus a 25% bonus coupon if you join, and that expires very soon. Summer special, buy 3 days, get 3 days free for just $69. That ends today as well. Buy 3, get 3 for just $69. That's 6 days. That's a great, great promotion. Results. What have I done since joining Wager Talk? Well, I'm the #1 overall handicapper in win percentage in 2026. I'm a documented 196 and 145 for a net profit of 68 units. I'm also on a 75-55 long-term run. That's 58% winners. And I was the #1 basketball handicapper in win percentage, ROI at Wager Talk in both in the 2025-26 season in college and NBA combined, with a documented record of 114 and 80. That's 59%, 78 units in net profit last basketball season. Again, take a look at that 1-year all-access pass. You'll save a lot of money. Football is on its way, and I crush football. Now, in this video, I'll be giving you a free best bet winner in the game between the White Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays that goes tonight, July 31st on Friday. Let's take a look at the White Sox. They're coming off a 2-1 win over the Yankees in 10 innings yesterday. The Chicago White Sox, surprising, first in the AL Central. They're 57 and 51. They have a plus 43 run differential. They're 5-5 their last 10. They're I believe 2 games ahead of the Guardians, 3 games ahead of the Twins, and 6.5 games ahead of the Tigers. The White Sox, though, they've struggled on the road. They're 23 and 30 away from home this year, and they're going to be flying to Tampa Bay to see the Rays tonight. Their success, the White Sox, partially predicated on power. I've referenced this in other videos. They're 5th in home runs hit in Major League Baseball with 139. They're 8th in runs scored with 514, and 10th in slugging percentage, .408. The other key for the Chicago White Sox, overlooked, it is the fact that their hitters 6 through 9 in the lineup, they have been very productive this year. They have a top 10 OPS. That's significant. The White Sox can beat you on the bottom half of their lineup, and that's what they've been doing this season. Tampa Bay, meanwhile, they're first in the AL East, 64 and 44. They lead all AL teams in wins, not even close, and they're on pace to finally end it's not that long, but a 2-year playoff drought. There's no question they will be going to the playoffs unless it's a catastrophic collapse, which I don't see. The Rays stay at home. They're coming off a 3-2 win over the Rangers. They're 3.5 games ahead of the Yankees, 7 games ahead of the streaking Red Sox, and they have a plus 43 run differential. They've won 8 of their last 10, and they're nearly unbeatable at home. The Rays, 40 and 16 at home. What a phenomenal job by Kevin Cash, who is the longest tenured manager in Major League Baseball. I love this Tampa Bay team. They're strong from top to bottom, pitching, fielding, hitting. very good. And this is an organization that always finds a way, despite having financial issues and stadium issues and lesser talent. They maximize that talent and they're always in the mix. I really, really like Tampa Bay. Let's look at both starters for tonight's game. For Chicago, we have Eric Fetty. He is coming off a game where he allowed 3 runs on 5 hits over 4 1/3 innings last Sunday against the Astros. Not so bad. His ERA, 4.25, which is somewhat supported by his underlying metrics of 4.70 xERA and a 5.45 FIP and a negative 0.4 WAR. He's actually going to be facing a little bit more regression moving forward. Those are not good numbers at all. He struggles with control. That's his biggest nemesis, control. 3.33 walks per 9, and he's susceptible to the long ball. 1.76 home runs per 9. But Fetty does have a career low hard contact rate, which is 29.6%. And I went back and looked, and I was kind of surprised by that. So he's inducing not a lot of hard contact, which is good. Career against the Rays, he has historically been dominant. He's 2-0, Fetty is, against the Rays, with a 2.03 ERA, and that is very good. Tampa Bay, meanwhile, sends Nick Martinez. How many of you had Nick Martinez, I think he's 35 years old, on your fantasy team? What a remarkable resurgence from Martinez. He earned the win last Saturday against Cleveland, throwing 6 shutout innings. He has a 2.45 ERA, a 4.33 xERA, and a 4.66 xFIP, and a 2.2 WAR. So he is going to be facing some negative regression moving forward, but he is having a phenomenal season. He doesn't miss bats. I'm not going to mislead you there. No swings and misses from Nick Martinez. He has a 5.14 strikeout per 9 rate, but he has elite control and command. He has a 1.53 walks per 9, and he keeps the ball in the park with a 0.84 home runs per 9 rate. Career against the White Sox, a little concerning. He's 2-4 with a 4.82 ERA and 8 career appearances against the White Sox. Now, let's look at the Chicago bullpen. Both bullpens are pretty similar. Not very good, middling. So you look at the Chicago bullpen, they have terrible command and control, whereas the Rays have elite command and control, but the metrics are very similar. So the White Sox, 11th in ERA, 17th in xERA, 15th in FIP, 20th in xFIP, 20th in SIERA with a 4.03. Tampa Bay bullpen, I mentioned elite command and control. They're 4th in Major League Baseball in walks per 9 rate, and 4th also in walk percentage at 8.3. In terms of the underlying metrics, they are 16th in ERA, that's 4.02, 21st, though, in xERA, 21st in FIP at 4.39, but 14th in xFIP, 4.20. There could be a little bit more positive regression going for Tampa Bay, but I do like their control. Before I give you my free best bet winner in this game, if you haven't done so already, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and comment below. I really like reading your comments. I want to hear who you like in this game and who you like on the card today overall. I'll be looking for your comments later today, and I appreciate it. Now, let's get to my free best bet winner. It's going to be on the Tampa Bay Rays laying the money line against the Chicago White Sox. I have 4 technical trends. I shared one at the opening of this video. 4 more technical trends that support an investment on the Tampa Bay Rays at home. Technical trend number 1. We want to play on the Rays as home favorites of greater than 150. Why? The Rays are 698, 432. That's 62% since 2005, with a return of 3.1% on behalf of bettors. And they've won these games by an average margin of 1.1 runs per game. Technical trend number 2 also involves the Rays. Play on the Rays at home with totals of less than 9 runs. Why? The Rays in these circumstances, 403, 262, that's 61% since 2016 for a return of 7%, including 372, 232, 62% since 2018, and that return is over 8% on behalf of investors. Technical trend number 3, play against the White Sox on the road in opening games of series. Why? The White Sox have been terrible under these circumstances since 2020. They are 42-80, 34.4% for negative 23% return since 2021. That is fading the White Sox on the road in game 1 of a series They lost these games by an average margin of 1.3 runs per game over the last 5 years. My final trend, my favorite trend. Write this down. You don't want to miss it. This is a very good one of my best in my technical database that I have thousands of. This one, here it is. We want to play against unrested underdogs coming off an extra innings affair. Okay, so there's some parameters that I'm not going to include. The Yankees are coming off a 2-1 loss to the White Sox in 11 innings. The White Sox are coming off a win. But they went into extra innings, 11 innings. These teams, unrested, underdogs on the road, okay, they are 199, 413, 32% for negative 21.3% return on investment since 2007. They've lost these games by an average margin of 1.4 runs per game. Let me go over that trend one last time because I think I missed it a little bit. I messed up a little bit. We want to play against unrested underdogs coming off an extra innings affair. That is the Yankees and the White Sox. Extra innings last night. White Sox arrive in Tampa Bay, unrested. They played yesterday, 11 innings. These teams, 199, 413, 32.5%. My best bet winner here at Kimes Corner, Friday, July 31st. Take the Tampa Bay Rays. I believe they're minus 153, minus 150, depending on where you look in the market. Shop for the best line. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up, comment below. I'll be checking in later today. Thank you for joining me here today at Kimes Corner. Check out my homepage at Oskheim Sports at wagertalk.com. Check out the promotions I referenced earlier and check out my 4% WNBA perfect play backed by a 13-0 ATS system that dates back to 2000, I believe, 14. That is it. Best bet winner. Take the Tampa Bay Rays. Have a good day, everybody.